Hi guys, I'm Michelle with The Recipe Bandit, and today we're going to be making Ginger Sesame Salmon Packets. It's a really easy way to make your family eat a really good choice of protein. Salmon is actually really good for you. It's full of omega-3 fatty acids, so it's good for your brain, it's good for your heart, it's good for your joints. And this recipe, because we are going to be using a little bit more of the Asian flavors, this fish really takes on the flavors well. This is a really simple recipe. We're going to be using foil to make little packets to put the fish and some carrots and onions in. We are going to also be using a little salt and pepper, some sesame oil, some rice vinegar, and some ground ginger. We can use fresh ginger in this if you want. I just don't happen to have any right now. So I'm going to use the ground stuff and it's going to be just fine. This recipe does not take very long. Salmon doesn't take very long to cook. It takes about between 16 and 20 minutes. These are pretty small, so probably 16 minutes. You can do this with a whole fish if you want to. We have had people try it. It takes a little bit longer to cook, but we tonight are going to use just the little salmon fillets. They're thawed and out of their packages and ready to go. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get 4 or 5 pieces of foil. You want them at least 12 by 12. We have 5 pieces of fish, so we have 5 pieces of foil. So this is really, really simple. All right, push everything over here. You're going to take your piece of foil. You are going to start by putting a couple of onions on the bottom. I'm going to put a few little carrot pieces on the bottom. I just use those baby carrots and we just cut them up so that they're little matchstick carrots. Put them in there, and then we're going to take the fish and we're going to put the fish right on top. All right, so once your fish is on your onions and your carrots, you're going to take a little ground ginger. You're going to sprinkle ground ginger on there. You're going to then use some sesame oil. You're going to drizzle a little sesame oil over the top. And then you're going to follow up with some rice vinegar. The measurements are all in the recipe. The recipe link is both in the description, the recipe is in the description, and on our website at therecipebandit.com. Then we drizzle a little bit of rice wine vinegar or rice vinegar, depends on what you want to call it. And we're going to use just a little bit of salt and pepper. And that's all we're going to have to do. Now, to fold up the packet, what I do is I take the longest ends, if there are, because it does not seem that I can ever make an actual 12 by 12 square when I try this. So you fold up the longer ends. You're going to fold them over a couple of times until you get down to the fish, and that's going to leave you 2 ends. You'll just fold these in like this, wrap them up, and that's what they look like. We're going to do this for all of them, and then we're going to put them onto a baking sheet. So if you preheat your oven before you start, then by the time you're done making all of these little packets, then you're going to be ready to go. So while these are cooking, those flavors, sesame oil has a very big flavor, and it's going to kind of soak right into the fish. And it's not going to make the fish taste fishy. It's going to make the fish taste like sesame oil, and that's a delicious thing. By putting the vegetables underneath, it allows more steam to go around while it's cooking, and then the bottom of your fish doesn't get overcooked. All of our packets are finished now. They're all together, and they're ready to go into the oven. This is what they look like. Now, one thing I forgot to say is that if you want to make these up ahead of time, you can totally do that. Just make up your packets like this, stick the whole baking sheet in the refrigerator, and that way when you come home, you preheat the oven to 425, put them in, and dinner's ready in 16 to 20 minutes. So our oven is preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Our packets are on the baking sheet, ready to go in. We're going to put these in for 16 minutes. Could put them in for 20. It won't matter. It's going to get steamed. These flavors are going to infuse into this fish. It's going to be delicious. All right, guys, these are just right out of the oven. Oh, they smell good. Okay, so now our little packets are all done. Our salmon is all going to be cooked to perfection, and I'm sure you want to see what it's going to look like. So let me move these over, get a plate, and let's take one out and look at it. I know I don't have to tell anybody, but I just kind of feel like as a disclaimer, I'm going to. Remember, they're hot. They're 425 degrees. They just came out of the oven. All right, so pick them up by the edges. Then you're going to unroll. Undo what you did earlier. Remember, steam is hot. So here we have, oh, it smells so good, perfectly cooked salmon, infused with ginger, infused with sesame oil, infused with a little bit of onion flavor. The carrot, the onion, they are cooked so you can eat them as well. Normally what we do is we will take the all right, normally what we do is, oh, that tastes good, is just kind of flip it over, move the vegetables out of the way. We want to keep them. If you have skin on fillets like we have right here, this is when we take the skin off. And we just do that with a fork. See how it comes right off? Just comes right off like that. Just put it over to the side. And then we take our fish. Wah! Toasty! Take our fish, flip it over on the plate like this. And then we take our little veggies, put them right on top. And then just because we drizzle the rest of that juice onto the top of them. And this is what it looks like. Delicious. Now we are going to serve this tonight with rice, and we have a stir fry, but honestly, the fish, and have a little bite. Oh my gosh, so good. Good stuff, guys. Honestly, didn't take any time at all. Good for your family, good for your heart, good for your brain, good for your joints, good for your tummy. Anyway, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for joining us here today. This recipe will be in the description, as always, but also at our website on therecipebandit.com. If you like what we're doing here, please like and subscribe. Please turn on your notifications so that you know when we put out new videos. We're going to be doing that at least once a week, probably a little more often wherever I can. But this is a very family-friendly, good-for-you meal. Delicious source of protein, deliciously infused with all of those flavors, and something I'm sure your family will like. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Hope you guys will come back and join us again sometime. Thanks so much.